It's no secret that 2016 has been a strange year for the world, from some frightful turns on the world stage that no one could have predicted, to video game delays that tally up into months of lost time for eager gamers around the world. But some of the strangest trends of 2016 have been in the video game market. We're starting to get more bang for our buck when we commit to one-off purchases. We're starting to be treated by our favourite games at certain times of the year. Hell, we're even starting to see some of the best games of the year suffer in the marketplace for a variety of reasons. Which of these patterns are going to be, and have been, the most impactful to the industry? Let's find out. Once upon a time, we saw developers take great liberty with DLC. Remember Horse Armor, anyone? Thankfully, those dark days are behind us now, and we're seeing more and more developers commit to their games post-launch, for free. The best examples of free DLC we've seen in 2016 can be seen in the likes of Overwatch, Gears of War 4 and Street Fighter V. All have offered free maps and content that can easily be unlocked in-game. Titanfall 2 and Battleborn getting on the action too, the former offering to support the game with post-launch free maps to all players, and the latter providing a service that rolled out new modes and characters to players that put hours into the game. It's an admirable practice, and one we hope to see much more of in the new year. Right now, during the festive period, we're seeing a lot of games pack away the usual greys and browns of their palette and replace them with something altogether more jolly. We've got the likes of Destiny and the Dawning event, and we've also got Overwatch and its ludicrous costumes and maze snowball fights. Then there's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, dishing out gifts to everyone for 12 days. Seasonal events have been around for a long time in gaming, with GTA Online being practically a veteran of the practice at this point, but 2016 is a year that saw timed events thrust into the mainstream. Expect to see many more next year too. Patches have come out in 2016 that have fundamentally changed the way a game behaved at launch, but give a studio ability to tinker, and sometimes they tinker too much. A few patches after launch and The Division became basically unplayable. The dark zones in the game became a lair for the most gruesome of trolls, and the player base dropped out the bottom of the game almost immediately. It was a cock-up the game is still recovering from. But for every negative example, there's a positive. Look at how far Battlefield 1 has come since launch with all those UI problems that plague the game. Or take Homefront: The Revolution, that's now actually playable thanks to a massive update a few weeks after the game's launch. We just hope that 2017 sees more developers ship finished products and not have to rely on patches quite so much. Another notable trend of 2016 has been the release of games we frankly thought we'd never see. We're pretty sure that everyone alive on the planet thought they'd be dead before The Last Guardian shipped. Then there's Final Fantasy XV, a game with a well-documented history of turbulent development, and that's out in the wild and boasting relatively healthy sales. Even Doom is a surprise really. There have been so many attempts at resurrecting that brand, it's amazing to see one of them actually succeeded. Elsewhere, we have the downside of these miraculous releases though. Look at the state of Mighty No. 9, a game that's come to embody all the worst things about a Kickstarter product. Take one of the most well-reviewed games of the year, Titanfall 2. Now look at its sales. The week it launched was a bitter disappointment for EA and for Respawn. The title couldn't even claim the top spot on either platform. Watch Dogs 2 underperformed at launch too, shipping far less than even the first game in the series. Dishonored 2 suffered pretty badly too, not making anywhere near as much traction as its predecessor. There's a variety of reasons why these games didn't sell as well as publishers predicted. Between a dodgy global economy and a packed Q3-4 release period, some games just didn't have the spotlight they should have had, and more than anything, we really hope this changes in 2017.